Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Here on this Thursday, got another eye-opening message, vision, that I saw about this lady some time ago. Before I get into this, let's just go to some scriptures. Let's just go into some scriptures. That's going to tell everything about this vision I'm going to tell you, although I'm still going to share it with you. And just give you nothing but the truth. The T, the R, the U, the T, the H. Go with me to Proverbs 6, chapter 6, verse 19. One of the things God hates, we shall do. Proverbs 6, chapter 6, verse 19. A false witness, verse 19, a false witness who speaks lies, and the one that sows discord among brethren will never tarry with God. Meaning, if they die like that, hell is where they going, into the second coming. You don't want to be somebody that starts confusion. You don't want to be somebody that's a slanderer. That's just another way of being a gossiper, a slanderer. But a false witness will never go unpunished. So keep that in mind. No, a false witness will never go unpunished. I don't care who you are. Don't care who you are. Go with me to 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 9 through 11. Verse 9, do you not know that the unrighteous will not enter heaven? Will not enter the kingdom of God, which is heaven? Do not be deceived. Neither fornicators, idolaters, adulterers, homosexuals, or sodomites. Verse 10, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners will inherit the kingdom of God. Verse 11, some were you, but you were washed, and now you're sanctified and justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua. As people say Jesus in the world, by the Spirit of our God, by the Spirit of Yah. Excuse the noise, family. That's so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. Galathians chapter 5, verses 19 through 21. Galathians 5:19, 20, 21. Now the works of the flesh are, verse 19, now the works of the flesh, evident, which are adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lewdness. Verse 20, idolatry, sorcery, hatred, contentions, jealousies, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, dissensions, heresies. So I know I said like heresies twice. Verse 21. Envy, murders, drunkenness, revileries, and like of which I told you beforehand, just as I told you in time past, that those who practice such things will not enter the kingdom of God. Stay with me, people. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're getting somewhere. Stay with me. it should just kind of be elevating your soul as I'm saying this. Okay, verse 8, Revelation 21. Verse 8. Verse 8. But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the abominable, murderers, sexual, immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake that burns with brimstone, which is the second death. And let's go to Revelation 20:15. Anyone, verse 15, anyone not found in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Valerie, I really didn't know Valerie, to be honest truly. She was my uncle's wife. It's a shout out. This is for him as well. I'm doing visions, people. I don't do visions on celebrities. These are actually real life. These are real conductive visions, and these are visions of these folks that have lived here before, that have lived, and that are now gone, and that are in their eternal destination and to the second coming. And I want to keep that in mind. So I don't just do celebrity. I do them too, that the Lord gives me and show me, not just me doing it myself on my own quarters. Ooh, I couldn't do that. I asked the Lord. I'm gonna start with a vision. I asked the Lord, where was Valerie eternally? And he told me where she was. The name Valerie Haynes. She lived in Baltimore. I think she worked at the post office. Yes, I'm very familiar with her children. When I used to be at my uncle's house, I used to notice that it was a feeling about that place for some reason. The spirit that was operating there. And I felt that I was just ready to go back home, to go back to Raleigh, because he's in Durham, by the way. I was ready to go back to Raleigh because of the spirit in that place. He used to try to bring me back there. And I used to reject it myself because at that time I wasn't as spiritually discerned as I am now. And the spirit that was operating there, it was creepy. I used to be scared to close my eyes there. I did. Truly. Her spirit had an effect on that place. Although she didn't die there. But just her picture was there. A couple of them. You know that saying, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Well, her spirit is too as well. I'll put that out there. Not just her spirit, but a person's spirit that has passed and they didn't make heaven. Although I was not saved at that time and unsure that what was happening, the Lord did tell me she was in hell. Now a lot of them are putting her in heaven. No, she's not there in heaven. She will be in the lake of fire at the second coming, after she done stood before the Most High. Okay, I'm gonna go into the vision. It's not very long. They're not usually long anyway. I saw Valerie in pillars of fire, and it looked like she was. I didn't really recognize what I was truly seeing at first. I could see the pillars of fire. I recognized that, but the skeleton. And I see a few demons. It was her. Because I could see her picture. I could see her face. And then it changed to a skeleton. And then she was burning. And then some demons were coming towards her. They were coming towards her from what I saw in the vision, from what God showed me, from the Lord God showed me in His vision, and it was her. They were coming from left, right, right, and left. I'll put it that way. Go when one comes, another one comes, People, God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, he shall reap it. No, I didn't know her. I didn't really know her very well. Or know her well at all. But from what he was telling me, and from what I've also heard too, she was someone that was a slanderer. She was someone that kept confusion going. She was one. She did wrong and tried to. She's like a child. They throw their rock and hide their hand. She was kind of like that, from what I understood. I didn't really know her well, but I didn't know her at all, to be honest. But from other reports, it kind of matches this. It matches this. You can portray to be a good person. You can dress up your kids and have them looking good as much as you want to. That has nothing to do with your salvation, nor does it have anything to do with your heart. It don't have anything to do with those things at all. And from what I got, she was a slanderer. Someone that kept division and confusion going on. Beloved, that's one of the things. Beloved people, that's one of the things that God hates the most. And I do because you should build up people instead of tearing them down. And that's something she should have done in her life when she was living, and she didn't. And that's why she's where she's at. Just remember, God is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, he will reap it. She died of heart disease. And she's in hell. So that's all I got, people. You can like, you can subscribe, you can even share. I encourage you to. Otherwise, you have a blessed Thursday, and shalom.